My daughter came home and said, I got invited to a camp. And I said, okay. And she said, by Officer Larson. Never got any paperwork. She thinks it's like not a good thing. So then Officer Larson calls us the next day and was like, it's okay, it's a good thing. So then we told Ariana it's a great thing to do. Like, only a certain amount of people get asked to do this camp. So she seemed pretty excited about it.
Camp POSTCARD, I think it's important to note, we get a very wide range of kids. We work with the school counselors and the school resource officers and the teachers. We're really looking to identify some of those kids that are, kind of really at a proverbial crossroads of life where they take this route, they still have a chance to really turn their life around and be positive, or if they take this route, they potentially get to see me and some of my co-workers a lot more.
It's an overnight camp, which was her first overnight away from home. She got pretty homesick at first, but after that, loved the camp, loved all the counselors, opened up more at that camp, which is good because she's a pretty quiet girl. But I think that camp, made her go out of her bubble because she got to meet other kids and open up to other kids who don't go to her school, which I think was great.
On the first day of camp, when they're getting off the buses, there's a bit of nervousness, there's a bit of excitement, and it's really cool once you get to about that second day and a half, when the kids are now comfortable, and you're really just being able to see kids be kids.
So I guess she was pretty wanting to do anything and everything, and all the experiences that she got to do, the canoeing, the paddleboard. She came home and she's like, I can actually stand up and not fall in the water. I really enjoyed that because otherwise my kid kind of sticks to what she knows.
And you hear the stories from teachers about how camp and how now they're conducting themselves, and we now have more informal leaders within the school and within the community as well. And we're these young men and women, and part of the camp is building this relationship between police officers and the kids, and making sure that they know that we're someone they can come up to when they're having problems. In the times I can guarantee in the past, they would have never have come up and said even just hello to a police officer, where now they're coming up to us, they're saying hi, we're engaging with them, and it's their willingness and their strength to help do that and break down those boundaries that other kids see that, and really just kind of fosters the relationship.
But she also gets all officers aren't bad. It's opened her up to that, and she's willing to go up to people now, unlike before. Basically hanging out with officers, getting to know them on a personal level.
Listening to what they share with you and what they open up to you, it's really enlightening. And like I said, it really made me more mindful, even more respectful about meeting these kids where they're at, understanding even if we see them on the street and they're not being maybe the most pleasant to us, it's not necessarily because they're a bad kid or anything, but there's some circumstances, deep circumstances around that. So
when I met them, I honestly had no clue that they were officers. I just thought everybody was a counselor. But upon meeting them, they are so sweet and care about my kid as much as I care about my kid.
And so we remind the kids, you were chosen to be here. And with being chosen comes a responsibility. We recognize they're human, and they're going to have slip-ups. They're going to have mistakes. For those of us that see them and recognize them as kids that have been to camp, to help the times that they do slip up, to get them back on track, and for them to remember, hey, you're chosen, and here's the trajectory that we want for you.
It's the best experience that your kid is ever gonna have. Everyone there is extremely nice, extremely helpful, no matter the circumstances that they're going through or